I don't even know where to start. Now I want y'all to know I'm not upset. I'm just I'm soaking in all the reactions to what Julio said. I'm just soaking it all in because I didn't want to have an initial reaction. But I've done videos on this being a possibility. So I'm not necessarily surprised. But I'm just looking at the reactions. I don't know everything, but I've been a student of the NFL. I've been a student of football since the 80s. I've been a Falcons fan since 93 because me living in Georgia, the part of Georgia I was living in, they didn't even show Falcon games. So I didn't know that the Falcons existed until the early 90s. But that's another story for another day. Julio, Shannon Sharpe, undisputed. I don't know if it was tampering. I don't know if it was illegal for Shannon to do what he did, but that's neither here or there. Julio said that he's out of here. He's out as the Atlanta Falcons. I'm not going to say so. I'm not going to shrug my shoulders and say so because it's a big loss. It will be a big loss if it's official. You don't lose talent like that. The numbers speak for itself. But also the numbers do speak for themselves as far as him not being on the field. Everybody want to point the blame at Julio. They want to say it's Matt's fault. Everybody want to say it's this person's fault. Everybody want to say it's that person's fault. They want to blame Arthur Blank. Julio's supposed to be a Falcons for life. Listen, man. We got a new regime here with Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot. And when you change regimes and you have a salary cap issue like we have, this is a possibility. I said this in numerous videos. And I'm not trying to say I told you so because I still don't know, but I knew this was a possibility. Thomas Dimitroff, Dan Quinn, and company set this team up to win a Super Bowl. And you know what? The second year of Dan Quinn, his regime, we were literally 3.5 quarters away of winning the Super Bowl. Don't want to get into that, but that's the truth. You paid all these players to have that continued success. Matt, Julio, Grady Jarrett. Matt is restructured as far as I remember. I think he restructured. Julio contract was restructured for him to make more money. Just to get players on the team. We kicked the can down the road for so many times to the point where we can't do it anymore. And with the new regime, they're stuck holding the bag from what TD did. Now Terry Fontenot has to fix it. I don't know what it is. It's not that we trying to get rid of him because we don't like him. I don't even think Julio wants to leave because he dislike us. I don't think it. Maybe it is, but you know something? He's been a professional. He hasn't really said anything bad about anybody in the organization or the fans. So that may be something that we never know. Maybe it'd be a tell-all if he's gone and he'll tell us after the fact. But right now, we don't know. So the way I look at it, Julio may be gone. I've been saying this for a while now, and I've been content with it for maybe the last month or so, especially when Kyle Pitts got drafted. It would be great to see all of them on the field together, but we know the money situation. When I said Jawan Green was getting signed, I was like, okay, what does this mean? You're not going to replace Julio Jones, but then again, you're going to need somebody in that position to fill the void of the position. I don't know if anybody ever seen that. Everybody even thought about it, but I've been saying that. Losing Julio is huge, but you have a new regime here. It's not their fault. They're holding the bag on what the last group of guys did. It's a week before, as of this recording, it's a week before June 1st or somewhere around there. They want to get rid of him after June 1st so it won't count against the cap or something like that. I don't know the whole ins and out of the cap, but I understand that this is a business. And there's 53 men on the roster. One guy, even though it's a generational talent, you still have to keep it moving. You just have to. There's plenty of teams out here who won football games without Julio Jones. I mean, it is. There's 53 men on the roster, and there's plenty of teams out here who won football games and won Super Bowls without Julio Jones. Why we can't do it? Why? Why do you think we can't? Now, I'm not going to get into, I'm not going to get into all what Shannon and Skip did. That's irrelevant. What I'm worried about is the team. And it's good to have great players on your team. But when a player either don't want to be here, if a player can't afford to be here, we can't afford a player, we still have 53 men that's going to be on the roster every Sunday. And we got to build those guys up to make it to where we want them to go. And I'm not saying we as a fan, but it's good to root them on. But me as a fan is putting faith in Arthur Smith, Thomas Dimitroff, Dean Pease, everybody that's under that umbrella that they brought in to make the team better. And if this one person, Julio Jones, cannot be here to make that happen, yeah, it's cool to have that initial reaction, but I always try to look at things a little further down the road at all times. And I think that's what, Terry Fontenot and them, they look further down the road when they took the job. They didn't just take the job and just say, oh my goodness, we don't know what we're going to do with this. I'm pretty sure they knew what they was getting into, and they tried everything they could. I would not be surprised if they actually tried to talk to Julio and say, hey, would you restructure? Julio just got his money to where he wanted to a few years ago under the same regime I was talking about, Thomas Dimitroff and Arthur Blank, Dan Quinn. He just restructured his contract to get that going. I get it, but we got to keep it moving. We have to keep it moving. We have to get it to a point where we're still going to try to root for this team. Hopefully they'll put a product out on the field. And let me just say one more thing. What if this person, Arthur Blank, actually said Julio is going to be a Falcon for life, brought a new regime in and say, hey, that guy's untouchable? Even with the salary cap problems, what did he say if he was untouchable? What do you do? I'm just asking, what do you do? Because my thing is, like, you're going to have to deal with a situation where some coaches can't deal with that. They won't be able to deal with it. My thing is, I don't want to, hold on to this and keep it move and try to, sour everybody's feelings, because it's actually pretty bad. That's what's going on. I get it. I was upset, but I kind of saw this coming because of the cap space. If he was if Terry Fontenot was able to make the salary cap work, that'd be great. But apparently it's getting to the point where they can't make it work, and we just have to keep it moving. I still think this team is going to be good. I think they're going to be better than 4-12. And the second year 2, is the year that I see a big change in this team, because there's not too many teams that's going to turn it around overnight after everything that's going on with any organization, let alone this one. Dan Quinn made it to the Super Bowl in year 2. So this year, I'm not going to say this year was a wash, but this year was going to be the year where we kind of figure things out, see where it's going. And the problem is the cap space. It's not because of, things just not going right within the organization. Based on what I see, based on what I know, it's just money. I don't want to rant on this. Excuse me. I don't want to rant on this too much longer. I just want to give you my thoughts. I don't think this is a big deal in the long run. Short term, yes, absolutely. But I think that the offense will be able to be okay. It's the defense I'm worrying about, honestly. It's the defense. So I think we'll be okay as far as moving the ball, getting things done. I think we'll be all right. Julio's leaving. It is what it is. Possibility, allegedly, whatever your case might, it's possibility that he's leaving. We've known this for a minute now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Hit the like button. If you want to share this video, share this video. And if you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button. I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be fine. Guys, relax. Yeah, it hurts, it stings, but at the beginning of the season, it'll be a different tone, regardless if Julio is still here or not. All right, y'all. Peace.